I'm the founder of Bridesmaid for Hire. Today I'm back home in my parents' house because last night I went to a wedding as a wedding guest. Okay, that might not sound totally strange to most people, but as somebody who's a professional bridesmaid, I never get to go to weddings and just have fun. So last night when I was binge eating all of the food at cocktail hour and dancing on the dance floor, I started to think to myself, wow, Jen, you have no idea how to be a wedding guest. That's why I made this list for you today of 50 common mistakes that all wedding guests make. Thank God this cup is empty. Not RSVPing and thinking that you can just show up to the party. You can't, you gotta let them know. Showing up late. You have to be there before the ceremony starts or else you will miss the I do. Not turning your cell phone on silent. Nobody wants to hear your ringtone when that couple is exchanging googly eyes and about to say, I love you forever. If you weren't asked to give a wedding toast, do not find that microphone and try to take over the entire wedding with it. Texting the bride before the wedding with questions. She is busy and stressed out enough. Try not to ask her what time the wedding starts or when you should be there. Ask anybody else. Bringing an uninvited plus one. I know, I go to weddings single all the time and I constantly want to bring some guy that I just met or someone I'm going to have a lot of fun with, but if you were not given a plus one, do not bring a wedding crasher. Wearing white. Oops. Not bringing a gift, forgetting to bring a gift, or just deciding you're not even going to give the couple anything. Remember, weddings are a celebration after all, so bring them a little something, whether it's cash or a present that means something to you and to them. I'm really happy this cup is empty. Providing sports-like commentary during the ceremony. Nobody needs to hear that, oh, next up is the bride, or oh, they're about to kiss, or he's going to stomp on that glass. Shh, keep the comments to yourself. Taking flash photography right during the ceremony. Don't do it. Walking into the ceremony late. Trust me, people can hear your footsteps when you open that door and walk in as the couple is exchanging their vows. Skipping the ceremony entirely. If you think you can be super sly and slip in during the cocktail hour and no one will notice, maybe you'll get away with it, but you'll kind of feel a little weird inside knowing that you missed the most important part of the wedding. Not eating before the ceremony. Your stomach will be growling like crazy. Those things last forever. Taking shots before the ceremony. Let me tell you, drinking before you get there is never a good idea. Not listing food allergies. If you want to eat an actual meal during the reception, you gotta tell them what you like and what you don't like before you get there, or else you'll just be eating dinner rolls all night, which isn't the worst thing. Eating way too much during cocktail hour and then having a stomachache the rest of the night. Hogging time with the bride and groom. Just because you see them rush out after the ceremony, give them a little bit of time to float around and say hi to everyone before you bear hug them hello and demand 65 selfies with them. Going completely wild at the open bar. Do I need to even say more? I don't think so. Wearing heels on the dance floor. Don't do it unless you want your toes to go numb. You know that song? I can't feel my face when I'm with you. That's what your toes say to the dance floor when they're in heels after dancing around to 2 songs. So just don't wear them. Leaving early and saying goodbye to the guests. If you're gonna leave before 10 p.m., ghost. Don't say goodbye to anybody. It'll be better off than giving the bride a complete anxiety attack that you're leaving her wedding early. Passing out in the cake, passing out on the dance floor, passing out on the bride, passing out in coat check, passing out in the lobby. Just don't pass out. Giving eyes to the drunk uncle, dancing with the drunk uncle, giving your number to the drunk uncle, thinking you're just being nice. No, you're just giving in to his creepiness. Marching onto that dance floor when they call for all of the single ladies, thinking that you're going to be the one to catch the bouquet, standing in the center trying to catch the bouquet and getting elbowed, thinking you're not going to get a black eye when the bouquet flies at you and all of the girls swarm you, catching the bouquet and thinking you're the next to get married. If that was true, I would be married 16 times by now. I'm not. Going to the open bar and just taking a bottle because you figure, why not? Everything's free. Taking shots. No, shots are never a good idea at a wedding. Pace yourself unless you want to end up on Snapchat as the most embarrassing part of the wedding. Dancing on the dance floor like you're the lead in a Broadway musical? Stick to a side corner or a small little area and try not to elbow people around you with your spastic moves, like I always do. Thinking you could bust out the same dance moves that you did when you were 13, when they start doing scrub the ground, remember, you might not get off the ground. Stick to the electric slide. That dance move is made for people who are about to get hip replacements. Thinking that being at a wedding and on the dance floor is just an excuse to do karaoke? I can't feel my face when I'm with you. No, don't ruin the experience for everyone around you who just wants to get down in the boogie. Not wearing deodorant. Weddings make you smell, and even if you're not the one smelling, everyone around you will, and it will rub off on you. So bring a lady speed stick with you and constantly reapply. Wearing the same thing as the bridesmaids. If you're not sure what color the bridesmaids are wearing, you might want to ask the bride or the maid of honor just to make sure that if they're wearing pale pink, you also don't show up in pale pink. Nobody wants to be the third wheel bridesmaid. Wearing jeans. Telling people at the wedding that you're single. The second you do that, they will be on a mission to set you up with everybody else at the wedding who is single. And if nobody there is single, they will go through their phone contacts and make sure that they set you up on a date next Saturday. Going on dating apps while you're at a wedding. Hello, people. The best way to meet someone is in person. Shut your phone off, put it in your purse, and spend the night just enjoying the people around you. Not meeting new people, not saying hello to the people who are sitting at the table with you, sitting at the table the whole night. Even if you're not a dancer and you don't want to go on the dance floor, at least get up, mingle, walk around, pick on some appetizers, and try to have a good time. That's all for this week. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Make sure you subscribe, new videos every week, and thank you so much for feasting your eyes on me for all of this time. The phone's ringing. Who calls these days? See you next week. There's still nothing in the cup.